something made your ex decide to leave. And whatever that thing is, usually a loss in attraction, in their mind, it's impossible that you've changed in such a short span of time.
Thanks for logging in to Mr. Show. This episode is called After the Breakup.
I'm now creating space.
What to do and what not to do after a breakup.
A story about relationships and how it feels to be single again. And most importantly, they will start posting themselves having fun, going out with friends.
Let's go from the top.
I just want you to put my picture as your profile picture in your TikTok.
Healing journey.
When dating a Filipino woman. And then we're going to go through the healing journey and the things to do and what not to do after a breakup. Minimal talking. It's the Mr. Show. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
I just want you to put my picture as your profile picture in your TikTok.
Healing journey so much faster, because there actually is, and I've followed this for my past 2 breakups and it has never failed me, but I feel like some of you aren't going to want to hear it, and it's the golden rule of no contact with your ex at all. Blocked, deleted, removed, to the point where you don't even know if they're breathing.
Men are always thinking this in no contact. In fact, it's always going to be one of 5 things. Now, your ex, Mr. Nonchalant, and I know he got dreads, is thinking the same thing that all men think in no contact. Now, the first thing men are thinking in no contact, and this may hurt you, is I'm glad I'm free.
I'm sure that all sounds very dramatic, but if you can cut the cord of communication with your ex, I promise you, you will be able to get over that breakup so much quicker.
You see, your ex, especially if they were nonchalant, is probably avoidant. And you are probably anxiously attached, which means that you need a lot of reassurance, fear being left, and tend to cling to your partners. And so this clinging and fearing abandonment and constant need for excessive reassurance caused your avoidant ex to feel trapped.
I really don't want to sit here and pretend like this is going to be the easiest thing in the world. I think going no contact with someone is probably one of the most fucking painful things that you'll have to do post breakup. And there will be multiple moments where your brain goes into this state of panic and almost like frenzy, and you just feel the need to contact them. I promise you, nothing good will come from contacting them. You've broken up for a reason. You just need to remind yourself of that why. Also, 99% of the time, that conversation is not going to go the way you want it to.
And run away from you. And so them running, aka the breakup, is them now creating space from you, which makes them initially think, I'm glad I'm free. But
another way I looked at this, which really helped me, was I called this the don't embarrass yourself rule, because what if they don't even reply? Like, that does feel embarrassing and it does really fucking hurt. So don't put yourself in that situation. Trust me, an hour or 2 later, when you feel less panicky, less upset, you will be so grateful that you did not reach out and message them. And then with every time a moment that arises like that and you don't message them, you're going to build up such resilience to those emotions to a point where you don't even want to message them, or you don't even feel the need to talk to them anymore. So if I had to give you one golden rule to follow post breakup, as shitty as it is, the no contact rule is genuinely the best way forward.
When you stay in no contact and allow your ex to have their space, whether permanently or temporarily if you want them back, this space allows Mr. Nonchalant Dreadhead to begin to have their walls lower, and allows them to now think number 2, I wonder what they up to. But again, they don't get to number 2 unless you stay in no contact and grow. You need to really grow.
It's always easy to break up with a good girl, but it hurts them a lot later. It destroys them later, because the first couple months they know that you're sad, and they're going to expect you to reach out to them, and they're going to expect you to beg and cry and plead and just be by yourself at home. They know that you're going to do that because you're the good girl. But when they start to let the time pass, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, a year, they start to get a little concerned. So when they're letting you know that they're not a good fit, that they're not loyal, that they don't care about you, that they don't respect you, it is the best thing that can happen, because now you can take your energy, your time, your effort, your resources, and redirect it to something that actually makes more sense. And typically, the thing that you should redirect it to is yourself.
So here's what I don't understand. You chased her. You wanted her. You told her everything she needed to hear. And the worst part is, she believed you. You know how much it took for her to let someone in? Just to be further damaged? Just to be further away from a man that would actually love her? Just to be further away from even thinking love exists? You don't understand what type of karma that is.
To all my single Puerto Rican ladies, get you a black man. Yep, I said it. Get you a black man. You will thank me later. Now, with that being said, they love arroz. And you know what? Then my man got the audacity not to eat meat. So tonight, I'm going to make him arroz con chocha.
He needs some milk.
Understand what type of karma that is.
To all my single Puerto Rican ladies, get you a black man. Yep, I said it. Get you a black man. You will thank me later. Now, with that being said, they love arroz. And you know what? Then my man got the audacity not to eat meat. So tonight, I'm going to make him arroz con chocha.
I fucked 7 bitches.
I went on a date.
Big man texted me and was like, reservations at 9:30, be ready. Oh, baby, after reservations, y'all know it was my time to shine. Baby, I ate them up. I ate them up. I did it, Jana. I'm guilty. It's in my stomach. Ah!
Good girl is easy to break up with, because she's going to always be loyal, she's always going to be trustworthy, she's always going to be someone that you can rely on to not go out here and talk to a bunch of guys. That's the thing that guys fear the most. But when you do that, when you go talk to a bunch of guys, they feel more reassured in what they did. But when you do nothing and you just better yourself and you stay calm and you let those emotions just kind of ride out, and then you really focus on your life, that's where they really realize they messed up.
Your silence is 10 times more powerful to your ex than you think.
What not to do after a breakup? And I've given a lot of advice of what to do, but some people get confused as to what not to do. So here goes. If they are breaking up with you, you are not going to lash out. You are not going to get angry in the breakup. You're not even going to cry. You are going to take it. They're clearly ending it with you for a reason. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you're begging for their attention. If it isn't meant to be, it isn't meant to be. And if they do not want to be with you 110%, then you do not want to be with them. So do not lash out in that breakup, and do not lash out at them at all after. Even if they've done you dirty, do not lash out. Number 2, do not overcompensate. Yes, you can be going out and partying and hanging out with more friends and taking more pictures, but do not overcompensate. And if you never post on Instagram, posting like every single day. You can post here and there because you have more time on your hands, but do not overcompensate and be posting quotes on your story and be posting yourself 5 times a day, even though you have never posted a story of yourself before. Or better yet, you're going out and you normally don't take stories of when you're going out and now you're doing it. It just shows that the other person won. It shows that you're hurting and you have to overcompensate for that hurt, and to be posting and to be showing and to be trying to tell people that you're doing okay when really you're not.
And I know how hard it is right now processing a breakup. All right, really coming to terms with the fact that this person just walked out on you and gave up on the relationship. Like it didn't matter. But silence is way more effective than words, because a lot of times your silence is speaking for you. It's saying something. And bottom line, what you're telling your ex is, I know my worth. I am a catch as well. I am not going to chase or beg someone to be with me, because anyone would be lucky to have me.
Number 3, do not reach out. do not reach out. I am so sorry, but you need to cut off all communication. Do not reach out, because if you reach out, you're gonna turn yourself into the spiral, and everyone needs space to heal. I can guarantee you wanna reach out today, but in honestly 48 hours, you probably wish that you never reached out. So do not reach out. And last but certainly not least, do not isolate yourself. Do not be alone, and do not just cry.
I gotta give this girl credit. I like what she's saying so far, and I actually like the little rings on her hand. Shout out.
And sob and do all these things and isolate yourself from the world, because you will be sad and you will be more triggered to reach out and want them back because you don't see what the world has to offer. So allow yourself to be out with people, be roaming around, even going for a walk or surrounding yourself with people that you love. Do not isolate yourself.
And a lot of times you have this false sense of urgency, like you want to fix the relationship right away. But what you have to understand is right after a breakup is the worst possible time to try to fix things. One, because your ex just did something difficult. Breakups are intense. And most times they are going to go into the relief stage, and their boundaries and their guard is going to be up because they're expecting you to fight for the relationship. And so a lot of times the more you fight, the more they push back. And if you think about it logically, something made your ex decide to leave. And whatever that thing is, usually a loss in attraction. In their mind, it's impossible that you've changed in such a short span of time. So going into no contact and giving the relationship time to breathe is the best thing for you to do anyway.
The person who actually really did win after the breakup is the person who didn't need anyone else to get through that breakup. They didn't need to use anyone else. They didn't need to use anyone else to avoid the pain or distract themselves. They actually took the time out to heal and work on themselves and reflect on the relationship. Yeah, I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's the real winner.
Girls heal me in the street when I fuck her with them, I say. And when I'm there, I think, I say, what me know that girl from? Where me know that girl from? A fox, it reach.
Just for?
Yeah, man, it reach. Yeah, man. It reach majority of man when I fuck woman. And then when I fuck woman know, by the way I taught them, know, say, no can't no day in my rap. Like, man, them when I fuck girl, we forget the girl, them when them fuck them only member specific.
Yo, some girls don't realize that that's actually how it is. When a man a girl and have a whole heap of girls see them, I walk certain girl and I walk off the girl them and stuff. Him not remember again who him see the girl and be like, yo, that girl look familiar. Yeah, familiar, all right. You know, so life as a girl is. Shout out to my youth there. Let's go.
I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's the real winner.
Girls heal me in the street when I fuck her with them, I say. And when I'm there, I think, I say, what me know that girl from? Where me know that girl from? A fox, it reach. Just for? Yeah, man, it reach. Yeah, man. It reach majority of man when I fuck woman. And then when I fuck woman know, by the way I taught them, know, say, no can't no day in my rap. Like, man, them when I fuck girl, we forget the girl, them when them fuck them only member specific.
You broke the one girl in the process, but you still won. You broke the girl that would have risked her own life to keep you happy. And she still hopes that you're happy. Think about that.
What I learned in the past is if a woman don't stalk you after she left you or you left her, she gonna send her friends.
Here are 3 things girls do after a breakup. And you guys been asking in the comments, what do girls do after a breakup? So here it is. Let's get into it. Number 1, they go out. They either go into a bar or to a club. As soon as they get out of a relationship, that's the first place they go. And if they don't find nobody in the club, guess what? They're texting their backup options. That person that they were texting while they were with you, that's who they're going with. Before a woman leaves a relationship, she already has someone lined up. She already has a second option. That's why you see these girls get into a relationship so fast after being in one, because they've been talking to this guy this whole time while they were with you. Number 2, their social media changes. They'll start unfollowing people, removing their ex, but they won't block you because they want you to see everything they're doing because they're about to level up. And they'll start reposting quotes on their story about relationships and how it feels to be single again. And most importantly, they will start posting themselves having fun, going out with friends, just doing fun activities in general. And they're waiting, they're hoping you open their stories because they want to show you how fun they're having without you. And number 3, star drama. Get ready because she's going to put dirt on your name. She's going to tell everyone it was your fault and how bad of a person you are and how she didn't do anything wrong. And if she cheated, she's going to say you cheated first.
No contact for 30 days. None. You cannot watch videos. You cannot listen to voice memos because their voice is so supercharged in terms of its coding in your body and your nervous system and your brain that the second you hear their voice, it will activate all the old patterns in your nervous system, and it forces you to take a huge step back in the processing and unlearning of life with this person. The closure you think is just going to somehow reset your nervous system and you're going to be fine, and it doesn't actually happen because that work is internal.
Babe,